Well, day 6 is behind me. I started off at the South Dakota Capitol building, then toured their Heritage Museum. Then, after a very relaxing and enjoyable drive to Bismarck, I visited their capital, North Dakota that is, and their Heritage Center. Because yesterday's drive was the least amount of driving I'll do the entire trip, I got a little complacent and dawdled, not realizing that the North Dakota Heritage Museum closed at 4 o'clock. I got there at 3:30. It was a very rushed tour, but oh my goodness, what a beautiful, beautiful museum. They've done a beautiful job with that, and I hated I didn't have enough time to enjoy it. One of the things that delayed me along the route is while I was stopping for coffee, I got to talking with the owner of the restaurant and mentioned what I was doing, and she called the local paper. So before I left town, I did an interview with the Selby, South Dakota Record. So it'll be interesting if anything comes from that. Yesterday also highlighted one of my biggest complaints as I'm doing this driving, and that's speed limits. I'm so used to the Texas speed limits being a bit higher than they should be, that being out in this countryside where you can see forever, the roads are great, and the speed limit 65 is very frustrating. And of course, one of my goals this trip is to not get a speeding ticket. I know I have a heavy foot, so I definitely set that as one of my goals. The only time I've not had a problem with the speed limit was when I did the detour when US 83 was shut down, and I had no problem staying under the speed limit on that gravel road. The speed limit was 55, and I felt more comfortable at 45. Though I will say the slower speed limits does have some benefit. I've got to enjoy the beaver houses, the cattle tunnel along the way. So, maybe it's not a bad thing. I will say the one thing I have not said a single time so far this trip is, are we there yet? Every mile of this has been enjoyable. Last night was laundry night, and I was a bit tired, so I did not record this last night. So this morning I'm in Bismarck. My first stop will be at the Lewis and Clark Interpretation Center, about an hour north of here, and then it's on to the Canadian border.